Look at me focusing on putting my Instagram on. Let's have a look. We're live on Instagram, live on Facebook. I think I'm a bit, no, I'm not a bit late. It's 20 past 10, a bit late in the morning. But I had a bit of a cheeky lie-in this morning. So let's see if anybody's going to come on. I think it is. Oh, I've gone a bit chilly. I might have to put my jumper on. Tina Murphy, good morning to you. Gone and got yourself a gold on Facebook. Brenda Carr silver and Kerry Pickard is bronze. I'm actually live on Instagram. Oh no, I wasn't. I wasn't live on Instagram. So look at that, Adele. Yes, please, step challenge. Hi, Vicky. How are you? Morning, Sue. Morning, Sarah Jane. So yes, I hadn't gone live on Instagram. I hadn't pressed, hi Billy, hadn't pressed my little go live button. So here they are coming on. Good morning. So I'm just, what did we do last month? I've forgotten already. Isn't it awful how you literally just, your mind is like this sieve. Well, it's not even a sieve because it's just the rim of the sieve. My mind doesn't even have the sieve catcher bit in it. It doesn't. I've completely forgotten. While I'm remembering, I'm just going to put my lippy on. I'm not telling you what colour it is. Discontinued. You cannot get it anywhere. I fought long and hard to get one each for Edwina and I. So let's have a look. So yes, I forgot. What did we do last month? I can't remember. Oh, did it? No, last week it was Sunrise Challenge. Of course, how could I forget? Well, hello everybody. Now I've just decided of my own accord, because I'm going to do it anyway. So I thought, why not ask you lot to join me? No, for no reason other than I love moving more, and I love my walking, and I love being more active. And sometimes you get into a state where there could be a tipping point and you just think, oh, really? Can't be bothered. Because obviously we all feel like that. And I had a day like that yesterday. It was really, I just felt really, real proper anxiety. And I'm sure it's menopausal, but there's not a lot I can do about that. You know, obviously I'm doing my own stuff to help it, but sometimes it's worse than others. And I just really wanted to hide into a little cocoon, and I didn't want to do my business, and I didn't want to see people, and I didn't want to, and all I wanted to do was eat rubbish. It's all I wanted to do. And sometimes I give in to that feeling and I'll eat rubbish, and I'll eat, you know, and like I said on my Insta stories, if you follow me on Instagram, what I'd do, because this was about 10, I woke up like it, and it usually dissipates as the day goes on, and it never, it just stayed with me all day. Oh God, the world's going to end. And it just feels really like that. And over 5 years ago, when I was drinking, I would definitely have said, oh, I'll have a drink tonight, doesn't matter. We'll do that, so we'll watch a film, have a drink, I'll do a bit of tea, and we'll eat that, and we'll eat shit and have a drink. And it'd have immediately alleviated the problem. But all that does is create fake happiness for me. And I knew that's what I was doing. And so obviously I don't do that because I don't drink anymore. You know, so I wouldn't do that. So what tends to have happened sometimes, replace it with food, you know, that need to quash that feeling. I'd replace it with crisps or ice cream or chocolate or eating shit or getting a takeaway. Even when I don't like the takeaways, I very rarely have a takeaway because I'm never a fan of them. You eat them and it's just a plate of beige mush. It's all beige, isn't it? White and beige and white and beige here. And so, and I have it, and then when I make the effort to make myself something or I have a lovely gusto, I eat that and I think, oh, it's just delicious. But sometimes you get in a frame of mind where you just cannot be arsed, and you just don't even want to have to think about it, and it makes you anxious. And so yesterday I was really chuffed with myself because I didn't use willpower and go, no, I need to do it because I want to lose weight. There was none of that involved at all. It was just purely and simply, how am I going to feel? I'm tired and I feel anxious and I feel So what's not going to help is me shoving loads of sugar in, even mindfully. So I didn't do it. And I had an early night and I had 10 hours sleep yesterday and I had a bit of a line this morning. And I had 10 hours continual sleep, dreamt loads like I always do. And I just ate well. I had a green juice later on, I had a noodle salad, and then I had this sort of veggie curry thing, and it was lovely. And so I really nourished myself and I feel better for it. So I don't feel as anxious today. And that's because I managed it well, but quite often, sometimes I can go down the hit it with sugar route, so don't feel bad if that's you. I call that, Lois said, Mavira Victim Day, or part of day, but it dissipates. I think we are only human. Yes, crap food, but then back to good stuff. You're all good. It is. Zoe, the first video of you that grabbed my attention was watching you clean your kitchen and time yourself. I was hooked. Oh my God, Zoe, I keep getting these universe signs. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm just putting my top on because I've gone a bit cold because I've been out for a walk. I've just done some flexibility. I love you lot. Do you know what I mean? I really do. I've got to realise that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's all right, especially when I'm doing my cleaning. Oh, brilliant. Daz does 10,000 steps every day, so we'll try and step it up a bit. Absolutely ace. Daz, take the try out. Come on, let's do it. I want you to have a think. So yesterday, I know sometimes, especially if if you are perimenopause or menopause, unless you're a bloke, of course, you can have days like that. And so what I want to do in April is just to get you more active, because it's just another, as they say, it's just another piece of tool in your tool belt, in your toolkit, because it just gives you another focus rather than sat there scrolling, trying to get on the willpower wagon. I don't want you using willpower. It's just not necessary. I want you replacing that feeling with something more positive. Exactly, Tony. I took control and I let it run away. I didn't let it run away with me, and I'm really chuffed. And I feel better for it. And don't get me wrong, I'll be eating an ice cream at the weekend. And I've still always have ice cream and sugar. I could do sugar-free challenge, and I know I'm ace at them, but what happens with me is when the challenge stops, I'm like that. So I don't want to put that restriction on myself. So what I've decided to do is, I'm actually naturally active anyway. Wasn't born like that. I've sort of trained myself over the years, and I love being out walking. I love being active. I love, if I sit at my desk, sometimes I could be here for hours on end, and I forget sometimes. Literally, I can sit here for 4 hours and not move, and it's horrifying. So I have to make the effort to get up every 55 minutes, something, and just walk around for 5 minutes. I put my little rebounder out sometimes. I might have a bounce on that for 5-10 minutes, and it just makes such a difference, but it takes an effort. But I'm talking about the activity where you just want to become more active. And I'm not talking about this particular like spinning sessions, HIIT sessions, lifting weights, doing all that. I'm just talking being more active in your day, not complaining when you're in Tesco and you get all the way to the bread aisle and you realise you've forgotten the creme fraiche. So you've got to go back, and you don't send your other half, psych, which is what you normally do, which I've done, I don't anymore. Psych, just go and get the creme fraiche, please. Well, I just stand there looking at what bread to buy. I'll go and get it myself. And it's just all different things. We've just been to Edinburgh. And again, if you follow me, you see that we always took the steps, always take the stairs, unless we've got our cases. It just makes such a difference. And so what I'm going to do for myself, I remember doing a few years ago, and it shows how much more active I've become. I remember doing a 500,000 step challenge, which is 16,666 steps a day. And it's tough, because if you have a day where you miss it, you're talking a 20,000 to catch up. So it's quite a big ask. But I was amazed last year that I worked out, obviously using my Apple stuff. They don't actually tell you on Apple. You've got to it's really weird. That's where I think the Fitbit thing, not that I have Fitbits, but I used to have it. I think their dashboard is really quite good. My average step count for last year was just over 15,000 a day. over 365 days. I was well impressed with that. I was well impressed with myself. I'm going to big myself up because we don't do it often enough. I thought, bloody hell, Sally, that's really good. You know, without trying, I didn't do any step challenges. I didn't do any step events. I just, you know, I was running 2 or 3 times a week. I walk every day because I do. Been out this morning, only done 1.7 miles, but I'll go out again later maybe. But, you know, I do walk. And so that was my average. And it realised how much of an active person I've become, you know. I don't want to get technical, but obviously you can use the word NEAT, can't you? Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And that's the phrase they use for when you're not physically exercising, but you're not lying down either. You know, so it's not, don't get it mixed up with your basal metabolic rate. It is just the term they use for when you're moving through the day that isn't structured exercise. So when you're ironing, when you're cleaning, when you're going upstairs to get the washing, you know, when you're going out to the car and shit, you've come back in, you've left your phone upstairs, you've got to run back upstairs and come back down. It's all that type of movement. And that's the type of movement I want you to be doing in April. That's what I mean about being active in April. It's that sort of stuff. So I thought, what better way to sort of monitor your activity by just doing a good old fashioned step count. So I want to know who wants to do it with me. I'm picking my 500,000 500,000 step count. So it's 16,660 steps a day. But this is really important. Now, please share this if you want other people doing your step count. I will put a post on later where you can put what your step count is going to be, because what I want you to do is have a think about it. Don't just go, oh, I'll do 500,000 as well, Sally, if you're nowhere near that. Don't pick, oh, I can't do that, and pick 4,000 when you think, well, actually, 4,000 is what you do now. I want you to do more than what you do now because it's supposed to be a challenge. So don't just go willy-nilly putting 4,000 on. If you can actually, with a bit of effort, do some more. And I don't want you to try. I want you to commit and do. So I want you to have a think about it. Don't just do it willy-nilly now. I'll put a post on and I'll shove it on later, and you can put your challenge on under that. And now you're just up. I mean, I'm doing it anyway. I won't be checking on you every day. I won't be doing a live every day. I'll come on and, you know, hopefully if you follow me on my stories, you'll see me out moving. It'll give you a bit of inspiration. So I want you to think what you're going to do, and you can post it on the post later. But I want you to commit now who is going to do it. You know, wants to do this Active April Step Challenge. But it's all about you giving yourself your own target and not feeling shit, because some people might do 600,000 steps. Depends how much time they've got, what job they do, what the circumstances are like. They might not have any children. They might be retired. They might be super fit. You've no idea. So what you've not to do, and especially not to use it as an excuse, don't be looking at somebody else's target and think, oh, I'm rubbish. Do you know what? I've just had a hip replaced and there's no way I can do 10,000 steps. I used to do 10,000 steps, but there's no way I can do that at the moment because I'm 6 weeks into my rehabilitation. So what's the point? I can't do this challenge. It's crap. And look at jolly Janice over there doing 29,000 steps a day. Bully for Janice. You know, I've just had my hip replaced. I feel rubbish. You do your target. Set it at maybe 6,000 steps a day. You know, that you might just have been doing 3 or 4. Set it at 6. You know, or an average of 6,000. And then just because as the month goes on, you might start getting better. So what you've not to do is compare yourself and your target unfavorably to somebody else who's got different circumstances to you. Because if you do that, let me tell you now, if you do that, you won't even start. And if you don't even start, you're just not going to be as active. And if you're not going to be as active, you're going to feel a little bit shit. And if you feel a little bit of shit, you're going to start eating a little bit crap. And if you eat a little bit of crap, you're going to feel even worse. And so the downward trajectory continues, all because you compared your target, which is brilliant for you, to somebody else who you don't even know up in the Outer Hebrides, who's a sheep farmer. It's a nonsense. So that's the biggest rule of this task, is not to compare yourself to somebody else. You can use other people for inspiration, but please Don't use them as a stick to beat yourself with, unless, of course, you're laid in bed every morning and thinking, oh, I can't be bothered. Then think, right, do you know what? I need to get up and do it. Let's have a look. So well done, Cal, giving up stuff for Lent. Well done. So I'm starting to play bowls in April, so that will be a challenge for me. Absolutely great. All the steps up and down the bowling green. Well done. So I did 5,000 steps yesterday. I'm 73 and knackered this morning. Well done, Christine. You know, 73 is not an age. Honestly, it really isn't. I know loads of 73-year-olds who are absolutely smashing it. So well done, Christine. We're going for consistency. So I promise it'll get easier as time goes on. Maybe bring it down a bit tomorrow, then put it up again. And you don't have to do it all in one go. You know, you don't have to do it all in one go. I'm not talking about just going out for a 20-minute walk. I'm not talking about that. That will help. I'm talking about being more active. Being more active. Lynn Vivas, I often feel down after a return from a holiday or just a little break. I think it's the excitement and build up going away. And then when you get back, even though I've had a brilliant time, I feel like the air has been let out of my balloon. Does make sense? It absolutely does. Lynn, it doesn't even have to be from a holiday. You know, you could have just been to Edinburgh and met Joe Wicks and been doing the Glastonbury tour and seeing all you lot do your amazing sunrises. And I've been busy. You know, literally driving from Glastonbury, having an hour at home, getting on the train to Edinburgh, 2 nights in the Premier Inn, beautiful weather. I get up yesterday, it's pissing it down. I feel like I'm stuck in the inside of a fridge because you can't even see the other side of the sea. It's all white and foggy and misty and damp. And my mood just literally went like that overnight. And it just freaked me out yesterday. So I just really allowed myself to sit with it. I didn't use willpower. I chose not to have the sugary shit yesterday because it's not. I love an ice cream. Ice cream is not sugary shit. Ice cream is one of life's joys for me. So, but I chose not to have it yesterday, not on an emotional level, because on an emotional level, it'd have been a short-term fix, but on a physical level, I imagine the last thing my body needs is for all that sugar to come in, because I know if I'd have done it yesterday, the mood I was in, I'd have had ice cream, I'd have had the big bag of kettle chips, I'd have had those upside down walnut whips that they've done for Mother's Day in M&S with the orange bit. They are so good. They're really good. They're just a walnut whip upside down with a bit of orange flavour. They are so good. Have I just told you that? I've got 3 of them in the cupboard. I'd have had those. I'd have just started doing that to quash this feeling of anxiety that I had and lowness. But it wasn't the physicality, and it wasn't even the fact that it's more calories. What I didn't want to happen was to give my body the job of having to deal with all that sugar, of having all the insulin response and all that, and then you've got to store it as fat and it's all rush and get the sugar rush up and down. I didn't want that. I thought my body's got enough to do. So that's genuinely what stopped me doing it. I wanted what's going to serve me well, good, nourishing food, which I know. And that what's nourishing for me might be different for you. And that's what I chose. I physically chose it yesterday with joy, not using willpower, going, oh, go on, I really want the chocolate. No, I chose the good stuff because I knew it would serve me better. So look at this, Nicola, get over yourself. Going in meetings till lunch, walk break, going to walk down the road, the river, 4 miles an hour, just a fast stroll. It is active replenishment to recharge. Exactly. It makes such a difference. And again, Nicola, that is a choice. A lot of people sit at the desks all day and don't move. That is a choice. It's not good for you to literally sit all day. I want you to just even get up 5 minutes. If you're at your desk all day in April, I want you to get a timer, an old-fashioned timer, available on Amazon. They're brilliant. Set it for 55 minutes or set one on your phone and make sure you get up, even if it's just for 3 minutes and a quick walk round and come back, and it resets you. I absolutely promise. So I'll do a post for you. So active in April, and my lives are in April because I'll be on Get Over Yourself on Instagram. will be based around this. Now then, who was it who said about the cleaning video? Yes, Tony Collard, I love it. April is a quarter of the way through the year already. What are we waiting for? My consistency has slipped. I have found myself sat on the computer for much longer. Work has taken over. Tony Collard, my angel of the north. This is obviously come at the right time for you. So get those polls out. Don't let work take over. I want you to promise me, Tony, look into my eyes. I want you to promise me you'll get those polls out and get some whipping round that beautiful countryside of yours. So thank you, Carol. So we're a quarter of the way through. What are we waiting for? You cannot just sit here and wait for life to happen, because before you know, we'll be into May and June. And I don't mean to be a Grim Reaper. As soon as Wimbledon's done, that's me. The clocks, you think, oh my God, it's the longest day in June. And the nights start drawing in. I used to say this to my spinning class. Now I'd say it in May. In April, another 12 weeks, the nights start drawing in. I'm not saying that to depress you and to wish time away. I'm saying it to make you realise that time passes regardless of anything we do. Time will pass. Whether you're sat at your desk all day, every day, munching on kettle chips, time will pass. Whether you're Janice, Jolly Janice, who's, fat Janice, she used to be, but she lost 2.5 stone in lockdown. And you can't stand her sometimes running past your window because she reminds you of the choices you've not made, because she made those choices to make her lose 2.5 stone. And it's incredible. Time passed for Janice and she made it work for her. We've all got that choice to whether to move our bodies or not, unless obviously you've got an injury, and that is completely different. So, but don't be using a sprained ankle from 1986 as a reason not to move, because it's the height of bad manners and it's not serving you. Adele keeping it real, more cleaning videos. Oh God, they fill me with fear. But who else? Somebody said on here, this is where I saw it. Hi Marie, I'm off for the weekend and then on holiday for a week. I have a feeling it's going to be quite active. It really is. Well, it is, because Marie, I'm seeing you very soon. You're coming up here. We've got our tribe meetup, my private membership. We have got our meetup. We're going out for a Friday night, and then we're doing a walk together, and then we're going to have a big ice cream. It was Zoe Claire. The first video of you that grabbed my attention was watching you clean your kitchen and time yourself. I was hooked. That is what I call getting steps in. That is being active. I mean, you can be active. I want to put one caveat in. This is a step challenge in April, active April. You can not take part in the step challenge and you can still be more active in April. You might favour sitting on your spinning bike. You might favour all that. You can do 2 HIIT sessions and a spinning session every day, and yet your steps are rubbish. And of course, you've been more active. So don't get, and likewise, you can do 5 HIIT sessions a week, 20-minute HIIT sessions a week, or 5 spinning sessions a week, and yet you can do hardly any steps. What I'd love you to do is have a mix of both. But in April, for this challenge, we're going to be focusing more on the steps. But so lovely. I want you to have a think what it's going to be. But yes, my cleaning videos, let me just have a look. Karen says, the slumps happen to the best of us, but if we make things a habit, we know how to get out of it and we do it faster. Oh dear God, did you just mention kettle chips? My absolute nemesis. I love Tyrrells, Karen. But yes, the thing is, you do become more active, and then when you do slump, you get out of it quicker because it becomes a habit. Pamela, I'm 6'9" now. I need this, Sally. Thank you. Well, I want you to change that need. Pamela, the biggest rule to a want. I want this. Because if you need it, you're not going to take as much action because it's not imperative. You think you don't really have to answer to yourself. But if you want it and you don't, if you need it and don't do it, you think, oh, well. Whereas if you say now you want it, I want to do 10,000 steps a day. And then if you don't do it, you've got to sort of justify to yourself why you didn't do it. And that's harder So it is such a subtle change on words, but it is a powerful impact. So I want this, Pamela. She knows I want this. Pamela, does that feel different? Rather than you saying, I need this, you saying, I want this, the onus, Pamela, is now on you. So if you don't do it, Pamela, you've only got yourself to blame. You've only got yourself to answer to. So hopefully you'll feel that ownership. And once you feel that ownership, you think, do you know what? Nobody else, Sally can't do it for me. It doesn't matter if Sally Wilkinson goes live every single day. If I don't want it enough, I'm not going to do it. But I want this, she says in big capital letters. So I'm going to look a bit of a tit, and I'm going to have let myself down if I don't do it. Because if I don't do it, it means I didn't really want it enough. So well done, a virtual walk, Kelly. John Groats to Land's End. Was that with, I've done a few of those. I've done the jog one. It's with Conqueror Challenges, maybe. I don't know. Well done. Mandy, going to clean her own car this morning instead of getting somebody to do it for her. Do you know what I want you to do, Mandy? Do you know what I want? This is what I want you to do. I want you to set it as a workout. I want you to set it as an other on your watch, or however you do, however you track. If you do track your fitness, you might not. If you do, set it as a workout and do it focused. No emails, no messages, no stopping to look, scrolling. I want you to think, right, I'm going to clean the car and I'm going to set my watch. And when I've finished, I'm going to see how many steps I've done, which might not be massive, depends if you might have a big Hummer, I don't know, but you might be in and out, up and down, getting the Hoover out, getting it out of the garage, getting it back in. It's all being active, but set it as a workout. So changing that need to want, Angela, brilliant. It's so powerful. So my cleaning videos, right then. What the videos that you're talking about, one popped up last week. Again, they pop up occasionally on Facebook. So I didn't do them on Instagram. I did it on Facebook. It has now had, I did two main ones. They're about 20 minutes long. And I set my oven timer because I thought I'd only done one, but I didn't. I've done two because I'm wearing a different gym kit. One I'm in black, the other one I'm in white. And there's one in particular. They've gone viral on Facebook. One's got 500,000 views. The other one last week was 697,000 views. I mean, that doesn't happen to me. Literally, you can see I get 2,000 or 3,000, sometimes 10, sometimes it might go up to 20. But I've never had anything over 100,000, never mind 697,000. But because there's so many things, I did get trolled quite badly because I didn't swap the cloths. I did it as a work. People thought I was teaching people to clean, and I'm not. I'm no better cleaner than any of you. I'm not Mrs. Hinchome at all. And I just did my kitchen. People accused it of being fake. They said her kitchen's already clean. She's not really cleaning. Oh, this is boring. Oh, this is rubbish. One woman called me, sorry about my language, I was a dirty twat. And then all these other people started agreeing with, oh, it's disgusting. She can't clean. She's rubbish. And I'm not kidding you. I allowed it to really affect me. It affected me hugely. So I didn't do any more. I stopped my cleaning videos because I was embarrassed, because I felt stupid, because I felt ridiculous. And it annoys, and I think you should have regrets. And that is one of my really big regrets, that in lockdown, I allowed their comments to stop me doing what I loved doing. And I loved doing them. Do you know why I loved it? Because it's still moving your body. I didn't do it to get you to have a clean kitchen. I did it to get people out of the chairs, scrolling. It's another form of fitness. It's another form of movement. It's another form of exercise. Right, focus time. Set your watch for 15 minutes. We're cleaning. Get your cloths. Let's get the skirting boards done. Do whatever it is you want to do. And we did it. And it worked. And I've had emails from women who've said those cleaning videos, who they didn't feel like doing anything. And we danced to The Greatest Showman. Do you remember? We did it to The Greatest Showman, and which I can't have too loud. So I am going to bring the cleaning videos back. Not all the time. I might do one a week. But this is the thing. This is a thing which you might not like on Facebook. I'm going to do. I can only do live at any one time. And for me personally, it's going to be easier if I do it live on Instagram. Now, I'm not a big live person on Instagram. I don't do a lot on Instagram, but I would like to. So I want to keep my Facebook stuff, videos, to this sort of stuff. And obviously I'm double posting at the moment to Instagram. That's Facebook and that's Instagram. You know, it's nothing fancy. I've just got my phone propped up on a yoga block doing it separately. But when I'm going around the house with my phone, I can't be sat in front of my computer. I can only stream live to one place when I'm moving. So I will be doing it on Instagram. So if you don't have Instagram, then I'm sorry. You can always get it just for those videos if you wanted it. Tina, I do. I love it. It gets jobs done. Catherine, bless you. I love you exactly as you are. I've not followed you for long, but I love your realism, everything you offer. What's the trolls says about them, not you, lovely. Thank you, Catherine. And Catherine, isn't it true that I know that, but it still has really blocked me from doing more. And it's just lovely. And that's why, you know, I love Joe Wicks. I remember that was one of the very first questions I asked him the first time I met him at a book signing. I've met him a few times now. And it was one of the first questions I asked him because it was probably around about that time. And he says, oh, I get told I'm a crap PT. I've got an annoying voice. I've got crap hair. He says, I literally just choose to focus on the positive. And, you know, it does help knowing that everybody gets it. I mean, I don't get it a lot, obviously, because I'm not very big. The bridge, seriously, so thankful we do not live with these people. Imagine if we listened to them. You clean your kitchen, the world be damned. Yeah, Dale, I think that's the thing. I don't know if the trolls will be as bad on, because I won't pay as much attention, because the difference is when I do a Facebook Live, I can see all the comments. I know the people's names. I see all the comments. When I do an Instagram Live, you don't notice it the same. You know, I've read Adele's now, Keeping It Real, lovely Adele, but it's different. You feel slightly not as heart-centered connected, if that makes sense. And so that's what I'm going to try and do. Rather than not trying it at all, I'm going to do it on Instagram. I keep saying that though, and I still haven't done it. I'll let you know though. I'll let you know. And you don't have to clean what I clean. I might clean my bathroom. I might do my skirtings in my hallway. I might do give the stairs a really good doings, as my nana used to say. And do you know what I'm going to do? And it's that sort of stuff. I might clean the car. I might hoover the car inside and out. And I know it's pointless content, because who wants to clean the car? But it's all about you being actionable and accountable to me. And I'll say, right, we're going to have a cleaning session at this time. Pick what you want. You might just not get any movement in, and you might clean a cupboard. It's what it does here. It's taking positive action in your day, which stops this. Oh, God, look at Janice. Size 2.5 stone she's lost. She's going on holiday. She's going to Florida. Oh, she's brought all her clothes and... Do you know what? I've not done any of that. I wish I'd done that. I started walking with her and she carried on, and I never... Oh, I hate it. Do you know what? I can't be arsed doing anything. She's doing my head in, and she's lovely, but I can't... I'm going to unfollow her. Can't stand it. Wait, what's this? Oh, Jesus. Oh, this diet, that diet. Hey, they're promoting this diet on thing. Do you know what? I'm just going to have to go back to Weight Watchers. I hate myself and I hate Weight Watchers, but there's nothing else to know. I don't know what else to do. I feel shit, Simon. I feel shit. I'm going to have to go back to Weight Watchers, and I just can't be arsed. But I've got all that crap in the cupboard still to eat, so I'm going to eat that this week. I was going to start on Monday, but there's no way I can eat all that shit before Monday. Why would I want to go out walking? I look like a bloody heifer lump. I tell you, I can't fit. Even my leggings are tight. And I might probably bump into Janice, and it's a reminder of how shit I am and how great she is. Honestly, do you know what? When you go shopping now, can you just get us some chocolate hobnobs? We haven't got any left. I ate them all last night. And Simon says, but you've got plain hobnobs. I don't fucking like plain hobnobs. Just get me chocolate ones, will you? I'm past caring. I'm past giving a shit. I hate myself. I feel crap. I'm not bothered about cleaning. You can eat what the hell you want. We'll get a takeaway. I do not care. Just get me some chocolate bloody hobnobs. And while you're at it, a bag of kettle chips. And I don't even want Diet Coke. Just get the full fat stuff. What's the frigging point of trying to save calories on Diet Coke? And no, and you can take that Peloton bike back, because I'm not going to go on it because I just hate it. I hate it. I'm not doing it. Right. Recognise any of that? Recognise any of that? I've done that before. I genuinely have. That's why I find it so easy to say, because I've done it before. I've done it loads, so, and people misunderstand the point with my hinge fit cleaning. I didn't expect to talk about this today. I'm talking about a step challenge, but they miss it because I call it hinge fit. People miss the point. Rather than you doing all that scrolling on your lipstick, it's role play, so I don't need the proper props. Rather than you scrolling, feeling crap about yourself, if instead, right, Sally's doing a little hinge fit clean, right, I'm going to get up. But do you know what? I'm going to do that cupboard under the stairs. Or do you know what? I never get a chance to do my skirting boards or the door frames. Sally's going to do 20 minutes. I reckon I could get, 5 minutes a door? I reckon I could get 4 doors done, front and back, and the door frame. So I'm going to wet wash them. I'm going to do that in the 20 minutes. Right, come on, we're all doing it together. There might be 100 of us on doing the same thing. One of you might be doing your cutlery drawer. The other one might be cleaning your car. The other one could be making the beds or doing the ironing, whatever. You're taking positive action. Your day, you're going to finish. We'll have a little bit of a laugh and you're chuffed with yourself and we'll do it again. So won't get the crazy hinges, clean fit instead. Yeah, no, I just love that. But the thing is, I think a lot of people who did, because I do love Mrs. Hinge, and she commented on one of the videos. Honestly, she said, because it was a little minute one I put on my grid on Instagram. I was doing the coffee table and I did a few press ups and I chopped the cushions at the end. And because she gets trolled beyond belief, and honestly, she really does. And she goes, oh my God, this is amazing. And she loved it. She absolutely loved it. And what did I do? Did nothing. So that's what we're going to do. The beauty room on Instagram is wiping a kitchen down now, cleaning, laughing at you, pissing myself laughing. Great. And hopefully you feel, all I want to do is make you feel better, because if you feel a little bit better, regardless, you are less likely to go down the rabbit hole that I felt yesterday and then go down the rabbit hole of emotional eating. That's all it's for. So Shanti, hi Sally, I had a cold since Friday, feel really rough. I've just tuned in and you just motivate me to get out of bed and have a shower, brush my teeth and get dressed. Got a load of washing ready to go in the washer and plan to get out for a walk after being stuck indoors for 3 days. That has given me goosebumps, Shanti. Well done you, that she's actually got out of bed. I know what it's like when you've been ill. You just sort of lose your mojo. She's got up, put the washing on. She's going to have a wipe round, go out for a walk. Shanti, you're going to feel chuffed with yourself later because of the effort you've made. I might have been your little inspiration, but you've made the effort. So be really, really chuffed with yourself. So we'll get the step challenge done. I could have changed it. I'm just thinking now, should I have done because I need some accountability to do my cleaning challenge, to start my little hinge fit videos again, because I know they're not happening because I need some accountability. So I'll have a think. What I'm going to do. I'm going to do some cleaning fitness. So all of you, I want you to try this. I want you to set a timer. It's all in the focused cleaning. Don't just go, I'm going to clean, because you'll keep stopping and doing that. Set yourself a timer. You watch your old-fashioned timer, whatever it is, the one on the cooker, set it for 20 minutes and clean like your life depends on it. And throw a few press-ups in, do a few lunges. If you're doing something that isn't getting your heart rate up, jump up and down on the spot for a minute and then go back to it. Just do it as a cleaning fitness. So we'll have a go. But I'm going to do my step challenge in April, 500,000 steps. And I won't be doing live all the time. So I could do my lives, do my cleaning, couldn't I, and do whatever. All right, then. Lots of love. I'm going. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you feel normal, Div. I call you Div, it's not, it's DLV. Watching surreptitiously at work, and I'm sat here giggling to myself, earphones in, and yes, that is my dialogue. I know it is for a lot of us. All right, please share if you want. No pressure, no stress. I'll do a post and we'll have it to promise I'll do at least one hinge video in April, but it will be on Instagram. All right, then we'll see. I won't do it yet. I'll have a think about it. Have a great, great day. 39 minutes. Lots of love, and I will speak soon. All right, cheery ho. Bye-bye. Bye, Instagram. Oh, that's an end. And let's say bye to Facebook there.